Hello friends, this is Palm Springs Cindy. Well, I'm making this video in response to the video that I uploaded yesterday. It seems like I have lots of explaining to do. So the video that I want to talk about and respond to is the video about my cataract surgery, that my eye is not doing well. Now, I uploaded the video on my cataract surgery because I know many of you guys have either had the surgery or are anticipating the surgery. So I thought it would be a good idea to talk and share about my cataract experience. I did one video on just an informative video on my surgery, what it was like, step-by-step kind of a thing. And then I did a Debbie Downer video, which was the one yesterday, on things that led up to my surgery that I did not like. The miscommunication, the information I got not in a timely manner, and a few things like that. To begin with, I was hoping that you would notice on my thumbnail to the video, the thumbnail had a picture of me with the thought bubble that said, "It was my fault." So just keep that in mind, because I'm going to go over just a few of the comments and try to explain them. Many comments were about, I had said that my eye, that a week or so later from having my surgery, I woke up one morning and my eye hurt. It was like a week or so, a week and 2 days later. And I was getting up and I was getting ready to go to see my surgeon, who was going to check my eye for the first time. The actual surgeon that did my cataract surgery, he was the one that was going to check my eye. So when I woke up and I knew that my eye was hurting, I thought, oh, well, it's, at least I'm going to be seeing the doctor this morning, which I did. And the doctor said that, it did not, he said, I know why your eye hurts, it's swollen. And so we talked about why it was swollen. And so many of you commented about my wearing makeup, that I had not been a very good patient. I had worn makeup, and that my eye guards, I did not put my eye guard on a couple times for certain reasons. Okay, now, when it comes to the makeups, I want to just say that I was told not to wear makeup for 1 week. I did wear makeup after six days, I think it was, that I wore makeup that night. Now, I knew I was going out and I knew I wanted to wear makeup. So I went to the drugstore and I bought new mascara, new eyeliner, new eyeshadow, so that everything I put on this eye came from a new product. And it wasn't something that had been hanging around for a while. So I felt a little bit better about that. But I received a lot of comments about, it was, no wonder my eye was not good. I wore makeup. And why was I so vain as to wear makeup? Why don't I get my priorities straight? And why in the world would I wear makeup? So, okay, enough said about that. A lot of scolding about my wearing makeup. Now keep in mind, it was almost a week later, shy of 1 day, and I had a special event that I went to, and I did wear makeup. My bad. So there you go. I'm just going to put it out there. A lot of you said, you're so vain, get your priorities straight. What the heck were you thinking? It's your fault. You take your eye more seriously. What the heck's wrong with you? It's like, all because I wore makeup on the 6th day instead of a week later. So, okay, that sort of is my thinking behind the wearing of the makeup. In my last video, I talked about how I was not happy with the medical staff, with the receptionists, with the office workers, with anyone that I was communicating with via phone or text or email that had to do with information regarding my upcoming cataract surgery, pre and post, I'll say. So, and I talked about that phone calls were not answered, when I would call them, my phone call was dropped, or it was sent to India, and from India it was sent back to La Quinta, where my actual office was. But once they connected me to La Quinta, then the phone call was dropped, and I would have to start all over again. Until I actually drove to the surgery center to figure out and find out the dates, the time, and any instructions that I needed for the surgery. And that was part of my Debbie Downer. I was upset that I had to do that, and that I was not given that information via email, text, or phone call. Okay, so a lot of you said those were red flags, and why in the world did I go ahead with the surgery? Well, I went ahead with the surgery because, number one, I needed it, and my vision is very foggy, overlooking the cataracts, and I really needed. I didn't want to start all over again with a different provider, so I forged ahead. Now, a footnote to that is I'm not going to have the same doctor do my other eye. I've already canceled that surgery, and I will find a different office and a different doctor. Hopefully there's another one on my insurance that I can go to. So a lot of you really scolded me about, why didn't I notice those red flags? If the office staff is flaky, then that's a reflection on the doctor, and so on. And yes, I did notice the red flags, but I needed to get the surgery, so I went ahead. But I won't have the other eye done. Okay, let's see what else. I had to laugh because several of you said, why in the world... Why in the world would I just wear makeup on one eye? And it's not that I wear makeup only on one eye. I just did that as a demonstration, as part of the YouTube content to see, I said, like, while I'm sitting here, I'm going to go on and put makeup on this eye. And then, we can see the difference on an eye with full makeup versus an eye with no makeup. It's not that I was getting dressed to go out or anything. I was just putting makeup on this eye, just as a comparison, something that was kind of silly and fun to do. Not that I wear it, not that I walk around with just one eye made up. So I want to clarify that. A lot of you, let's see, you were very concerned that about the eye drop situation, that once I finally nailed down the date and the time of my cataract surgery, they mentioned that, was I taking my eye drops? And I said, no, I know nothing about eye drops. And they said, oh, well, we're going to be calling your eye drops in because you should have been taking those 6 days before your surgery. And so I said, well, obviously I haven't, because my surgery is tomorrow. And, I can take the drops today, but my surgery is tomorrow. The receptionist said for me not to worry about it. I said back to them, will you please call the doctor? I need to hear that from the doctor. They said, okay, we will, and we will get back to you, which they never did. In the meantime, I went to the drugstore, Walgreens, and I got my eye drops. The pharmacist said to me, take these 4 times a day, 6 days before your cataract surgery. I said, my surgery is tomorrow. The pharmacist said, you need to talk to your doctor. So I did not talk to my doctor until the next morning when I went in for my surgery. And evidently, he was like, it's going to be okay. He went ahead with the surgery, obviously. So, I don't know. A lot of you said, why? What did the doctor say when he knew that you had been on those drops? He really didn't say anything other than, kind of like, well, that's okay. Use your drops afterwards. So, I'm not an ophthalmologist. I'm taking the ophthalmologist's word for it. And actually, the ophthalmologist did a good job. I have no complaints about the doctor and the doctor's performance. My concern is that it's like an assembly line, a conveyor belt, and getting us in, getting us out, and that the office staff, the people that I dealt with other than the doctor, the communication was not good. So I want to follow up on that information I got regarding getting your phone call connected to the office of that you're calling and not being put on hold or not being transferred to India. The gal at the desk told me, she said, you know what, when you call our office, there's a menu, and the first thing it says is if you want English, press 1, Spanish, press 2. She said, if you press that you want Spanish, then that phone call is immediately routed to our office and we will answer that phone call. Go figure. So today I did just that. I called, I needed to I needed to find out because I had 2 times written down about my eye recheck-up appointment this Friday. And so I needed to call and confirm which appointment time was the right one. So I called, and of course, I left a message, but nobody ever called me back. So I thought, I'm gonna try what that gal said. So I called, and when it said, if you wanna speak in Spanish, press 2, and I did. Now, I don't speak Spanish, but I know enough Spanish that I can kind of figure out what they're saying. So then, sure shooting, they say everything that they would tell me in English in Spanish. Like, we're sorry for this is all in Spanish. We're sorry for the inconvenience. Please hold. Our next person will be answering the phone in very shortly or whatever. Then the music plays. Okay, right away, within 30 seconds, someone picks up the phone and says in Spanish, good morning, how may we help you? So I say, my name is Cindy. I don't speak Spanish. I speak English, but I'm calling because I need to find out the exact time of my appointment Friday. So yes, it did work. They picked it up for me, so hopefully they'll pick it up for you and not send you to India. So, as I'm making this video right now, I do not have makeup on, and I just have a clean face. I do have some pink lipstick. Oh, that was the other thing. Many of you were like, don't wear that red lipstick. It's very harsh and does not look good on you. And I agree. Now, I do love that red lipstick, but it did not look good in the video that I made because the lighting was bad. I did not have makeup on. When the lighting is bad, nothing really does look good. So some of you were so polite. You were like, Cindy, I love you, but that lipstick is horrible. So anyway, you're right. It did not look good, and not that it doesn't look good. It didn't look good on the video because of the lighting and because of the fact that I wasn't fluffed up or wearing makeup. But I have worn that lipstick other times, and it has been fine. It is a very deep color. So it's my, what's the gal, Stefani? It's my Gwen Stefani lipstick. I joke about that. Okay, you guys, that's all I really wanted to say. I kind of felt like I needed to defend myself after the comments that I read regarding my video on my eye. Bottom line, I wore makeup a day too soon, and my eye guard, I didn't put it on a couple of times because I fell asleep on the couch, and then when I got up to go into the bedroom and get in bed, I was too sleepy and groggy to remember to get the eye guard on. So excuse me for that. Please forgive me. P.S. I love you. Mwah. Until our next conversation. Bye-bye.